Hey guys, it's your girl Sonny Simone. Welcome back to my channel. I know. It's been about a good 2 months since I've been on YouTube. And that's because honestly, laziness, still feeling sick every now and then, and regular everyday life. I promised that I would have done a 6 months post-op after surgery. Didn't get a chance to do so, and then 7th month came around and still didn't do it. So actually this month, October 8th, will make 8 months since I've done the surgery, and I'm just here to tell you what's been going on so far, what I've done, and what I'm planning to do. So if you're new to the channel, my name is Sonny Simone. Welcome. Here we do a little of everything. I'm gonna promise to try and post at least once a week. I'm trying to do some new stuff in my life as far as like going back to school and trying to create some more content. So things are gonna be a little bit difficult, but I'm trying to stick in there for the long run. Anyways, so back to why we're here. February 8th, as most of you know who have been following me, I did the gastric sleeve February 8th, and after doing the surgery, everything seemed fine. I mean, a couple of days being in the hospital, I stayed an extra day when I'm supposed to come out on the second day, but wasn't keeping anything down, was bringing up vomit, bile, blood, you name it, I was bringing it up. So they said they wouldn't let me out until I was able to keep my food down. Thank God on the third day I was able to do so. They released me. I came home. Being home after the surgery wasn't bad, like I've said before. Pain with the holes, not as bad as I expected. They encourage you to walk and so forth. So everything was going good. Maybe 2-3 months after the surgery, I started having chest pains, which I thought was heartburns, but I was getting them too often, so that kind of worried me. Never had heartburns before. Only had heartburn when I was pregnant. So the heartburn that I was having now was more intense, and it just didn't feel comfortable. So when I started reading up on it, I believe I had acid reflux. Went to the doctor, shared my concern. He sent me to do an endoscopy. Did the endoscopy, of course. What I believe I had was the acid reflux. So now I have that. Even now, up to this very moment, speaking to you, I'm having this bad boy right here in my chest, and it's burning like crazy. And this is why sometimes when I get up to do a video, I can't do it because the pain gets so intense. My friends at my job, they'll be like, you have to go through this every day? And I mean, this is whether I eat, if I don't eat, in my sleep, any time of the day, this heartburn comes on. And I won't even say heartburn, acid reflux. And some medication might work at some point, and then sometimes it doesn't work. One friend suggested milk, tried it the night, it worked, it did wonders. I'm like, wow, okay, maybe this is something I'm onto. Second day, did not work. I tried Pepsid, I tried Pepto-Bismol, the Mylanta. Pepto-Bismol seemed to be working now, so hopefully it lasts a little while longer, but what may work for me may not work for someone else. I'm not a doctor. I'm just saying what works for me. As time goes on, the pain gets intense. Sometimes it goes away. Sometimes a day or two might pass and I won't feel it. But I must say it's been my 8th month on the 8th, and honestly, I'm really happy with the results. Some people lose way more weight, some don't. But for me, I'm sorry guys, I'm feeling the acid reflux right now. But for me, at this stage, I can say I'm happy with my results as far as losing the weight, and I'm seeing it now. Before I couldn't see it, people were like, girl, you look good, I can see it. And I'm like, where? You know, wondering like, I don't see. But now when I try my old clothes, like, what is this? I can't wear this. I have to get rid of them, throw them out, or give them away. I'm seeing it in my skin. And don't get me started, I'm really working on really trying to do these arm exercise with dumbbells, because baby, even when I was fat, I didn't have this, and it's still an issue for me. So I need to be more consistent, and that's one of the biggest things. Like, you know, even though you watch what you eat and the portion, exercise is a must. If you don't exercise, you're gonna have loose, flabby skin, and your skin is just gonna droop. So I encourage you to do the exercise. So as far as the exercise, I might put some clips where before I went back out to work, I would get up in the morning with myself and my son, and we'll go to the track and field. While he'll play basketball, I'll do running, skipping, walking around the field. And I felt good actually doing it, because, you know, it was cool. The mornings were cool. I was out by myself, you know, no other people looking, staring, wondering what I'm doing. So it actually felt good to get up in the morning at 6 a.m. and I go do my thing for an hour and a half, and then come back home and get my day started. Now I'm actually going back out to work, so it's a bit difficult. Now I'm gonna try to do it in the evenings when I get home. So maybe if I park my car by the track and field, do what I need to do, jump back in the car, come home, then maybe that would be a better option for me. But I will definitely put some clips in of what I used to do. Please don't judge me, because I don't know what I was doing. I'm not a trainer, but at least I tried to get the ball rolling. Then in August, I decided, you know what? Let me get a gym instructor. Got a gym instructor. For the first time I met him, I was like, okay, he seems cool, seems to know what he's doing. I was following his Instagram. I'm not gonna put his name or his Instagram or anything like that. And started the class, and I'm like, okay, he's way intense. You know, this is my first time actually with an instructor, and you're really going in. And I'm like, don't you modify, you know, for people who are beginners? And he was like, yeah, but I think you can do it. And I'm like, I'm the oldest in the class, you know. A lot of them were young girls, you know. My sister also was going with me, and the girls were like 20. My sister's 21. The other young ladies were 20, early 20s. So like I said, I was the oldest. And I'm like, what they're doing, I can't do. And this is my first time actually coming out to the gym and working with you, and you expect me to do burpees and push-ups and sit-ups, things that I wasn't doing for years. So it was gonna be hard. You know, there were times where he started to curse, and that's the part that got to me, where I'm paying you and you're supposed to train me. I'm not gonna sit here and allow you to curse at me. Well, even though he wasn't saying my name, but he was cursing at the group, and I didn't feel comfortable. And it's like, you know, it was like always picking on someone. Move your effing feet. Put your effing butt down, and, you know, stuff like that. I'm like, that ain't cool. You know, I don't want to deal with nothing like that. So when it came down to the third week, I made up my mind that that was it for me. The first 2 weeks, I was in pain because he was really going hard, and I really kept up with the group. But I was just like, this is not my pace. You know, you have to start off slow before you can. So, you know, I believe that you have to go with a certain pace, you know, start off slow, you know, until you get the hang of it, then you can keep up with everyone else. But unfortunately, I decided, you know, third week in, I'm just gonna finish out the month and then I'm done. And that's what I did. I'm still looking for a trainer or maybe a gym that do classes that will work for me. But yes, guys, that's a wrap for me. Now, my son is a exercise fanatic. He's into the exercising and he wants to get ready for his basketball team because he just knows he's going to be a basketball player in the future. And I'm here to support his dreams, but he works out every day. So I started working out with him. And sometimes he can be like a real drill sergeant. But I'm going to try it out with him for the time being until I find a gym that I'm comfortable with. I might actually do a video showing you what he does and I work out with him so you guys can see. For a 14-year-old, he's really getting it in and I'm proud of him. Up until this very day, I am 78 pounds less than what I was. Before the surgery, the day of the surgery, I was 297 and now I'm 219 and I'm so proud of myself, guys. You don't know, this is such a big accomplishment. Never dreamed that I could go down that far in such a short time. You know, never even thought about doing this surgery before. So actually, now that I do the surgery, you know, a lot of times people ask me, do you have any regrets? If you could turn back the hands of time, would you do it over? And honestly, previous videos that I've done before, I've always said yes, I wouldn't do this because of this acid reflux. And my answer again to it now is I probably wouldn't do it knowing the pain that I feel now. Because guys, right now as I'm sitting here talking to you, honestly, it feels like a hole is being burned in my chest. That's the burning sensation and it just keeps going. And keep in mind, I've already taken a pill and I'm hoping that it, you know, subsides, but it's still going. But being that I already did it, I can't turn the hands of time back. But I must say I've gotten a boost of confidence, which I've always had confidence, but this does give me an extra humph. You know, it's like you can talk to me. I feel like I can wear anything, which I won't, but that's how I'm feeling. I find myself going out more now. I find myself like sometimes I want to put on makeup. You know, I want to make sure my hair is done. I mean, if I'm running to do little errands, I don't care. But like now, if my sister was like, let's go to a concert, I'm gone. Anywhere, if I want to go out with my son, I'm dressing up. You know, you guys are not going to see, but right now I can start to see the shape coming. The stomach's still there and it needs to go. I still have, you know, a little fat hanging. And as you can see, you know, from my arm. But apart from this, I really feel good. A lot of people say, Sonny, don't lose any more weight. But like I tell them, I have to tighten up my skin. And I also have to tighten up or get rid of some of this fat area around the stomach area. But apart from that, I am really loving my new look. Can you imagine to know that you were a size 22? I was a size 22. And when I was at 20, I'm like, oh, I'm fine. Ain't nothing wrong. I still dress up and I look good. Then I got to a 22 and I was still dressing up and I was still looking good. But, you know, at the end of the day, the stomach area was always my biggest issue. And now I'm in a size 16, guys. And I'm like, what? You know, so it is a big accomplishment for me to be in a size 16. My goal is to, honestly, I don't want to go too far, maybe a size 12, and I'm fine with it. You never know. I don't want to go down more than a size 12, but a size 12 is fine for me. I honestly thought like the size 16, I would be in a size 16 come December. And in September, I was fitting in a size 16. I'm fitting in a extra large or a large top. And I'm like, what? A large? Extra large depends on the material and the cut. But I'm going into a large and I'm like, and guys, as you can see, just me sitting here, you can see my top area is yeah, I'm trying to see. I might have to but it's just the stomach area. You can see the stomach area is still there, but that's it. I'm trying to get a little booty. It's not there quite there yet. They say it's there, but it's not quite there. But that's it, guys. So 8 months in, I am feeling good apart from the acid reflux. Like I said, I have my up and down days and I have regrets, but for the way I'm feeling, the way I'm looking, I am happy with the results that I'm getting. So it's just for me now to push forward and work on my exercising and stuff like that. But listen, if you're going to do this, do your research. Make sure this is something that you want to do. And also, guys, just make sure you check out the side effects. You know, because what you might get, I might not have, or someone else might not have. So, you know, just take your time, do the research. And if this is what you want, go for it. And I pray that you have no side effects. I still have to go to the doctor and I still do my regular checkup. Please keep up with your doctors. Please make sure you're taking medication. I'm still taking my medication. I've been to the doctor, 3 months? After the surgery, 6 months. I go back in December. They want to make sure they check my blood, make sure my iron isn't low, my potassium, and so forth. So I've been keeping up with that. I'll definitely do another video for my December results and how much more pounds, if I do lose any more pounds, but I'm praying. Am I still having issues with eating? Yes, the chewing is still a bit difficult for me, but I'm working on it. My biggest issue is chewing. I think I'm still chewing and swallowing, and I'm not chewing enough. So sometimes when the food goes down, it just sits there and it takes a while before it starts moving, but I'm still a work in process. I'm still drinking my milk every now and then. My friends call it baba. I'm drinking that. If I drink it in the morning, I might drink it for lunch as well, and then come home and have dinner. Or I'll drink the milk in the morning, have something for lunch like a vegetable or fruits or whatever, and then have my dinner. So, you know, I alternate what I'm putting in my body. I do cheat with some of the food. If there's something out there that I really like, I love seafood. I do eat my seafood. I just had cheesecake the other day. It was good. Am I gonna have it often? No, but I'm only human. I fell for cheesecake. I'm gonna eat cheesecake. It's just portion, guys. Portion size on the time you eat. And that's another thing. With my eating, I've realized Try not to eat anything too late, nothing after 7, because if I eat at 9 o'clock, which I'm not supposed to, but I do every now and then, I have to stay up for 2 hours. And sometimes, even though I stay up for that 2 hours, by the time I'm ready to go to bed and go to sleep, sometimes I start coughing or feel like I want to vomit. So I have to make sure that by 7 o'clock the latest, I have my last meal. I stay up for at least 2 to 3 hours from then, and then I go to bed. But apart from that, that's what I've been doing. If you have any questions that you want to ask, you can ask. But like I said, please do your research, and hoping that this is something that you really, really want to do, and just go forward with it. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Please like, please share, and please definitely subscribe and turn on your post notification. I'll see you soon.